Savannah Chrisley reveals shocking thing Julie did first after release. Savannah Chrisley's parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, are now home after being pardoned and released. Julie has not been out in the public eye as Todd has been, but what is the first thing she did when she returned home? Keep reading for more details. Savannah Chrisley reveals what Julie first did after release. When Todd Chrisley was first released from his Pensacola prison camp, he went shopping. Along with his daughter, Savannah Chrisley, he headed to Nordstrom to buy some small clothing essentials. He shared that he was shocked at how many people were searching for him. That was when Savannah took over and snapped a quick photo of her and her father so everyone could see him post-release. They then went on to do a press conference where Todd showed off how amazing he looked. However, Julie was MIA, but he stated that she was at home with their youngest, Chloe. She was spotted out shortly after her release, donning gray, grown-out roots and brown ends. It seemed she just wanted to get back to her normal life. Now Savannah is revealing the shocking first thing Julie did upon being released. She has been doing laundry, rather than just relaxing or cooking. This seems to be her zen, plus she is bonding all over again with Chloe. Savannah also added that she showed her mother all of the posts on Instagram to catch her up for the last 2.5 years. There has been so much support for the family, and Savannah Chrisley's attempts to get them freed. Therefore, it seemed she just wanted Julie to know all that had transpired. Savannah and Todd did get all decked out for an event last weekend, which again, Julie was MIA from. At the same time, Savannah reminded everyone that her family has been filming again. They had finished right before her parents were pardoned and picked the cameras up quite quickly. Todd shared at the press conference that it would show when he and Julie reconnected. Fans loved the story. After Chrisley fans heard Savannah Chrisley sharing what life has been like since her parents were released, they were so happy. Many noted that they would have fought as hard as she did to free Todd and Julie if they were in the same position. Therefore, no matter what happened behind the scenes, they had to respect her fight. No one is faulting Savannah Chrisley, and that is great for her to see. She has also made it very clear that she did not do anything intimate or pay big money in order to get the pardon. When Julie Chrisley was finally released from prison, no one knew quite what to expect, not even her daughter Savannah. The world had been watching the Chrisley family spiral through headlines, heartbreak, and hot takes for months. Through it all, Savannah became the matriarch by default, raising her brother Grayson and niece Chloe while defending her parents and juggling a podcast, a beauty brand, and the ever-demanding public eye. But nothing could have prepared Savannah, or fans, for what Julie did the moment she stepped back into freedom. Savannah had imagined the scene 1,000 times. She thought her mom would cry, clutch her to her chest, kiss the ground, maybe even collapse from the sheer emotional weight of it all. But what actually happened left her, and the few family members present, completely speechless. She walked right past me, Savannah revealed in a raw, unfiltered interview on her Unlocked podcast, her voice tight with emotion. I mean, I had my arms open, ready for this movie moment, and she just breezed right past me like I was holding a clipboard. The studio audience gasped. Savannah gave a half laugh, half sigh. No hug, no tears, no nothing. She marched straight to the back of the transport van and pulled Savannah out this, nodding slowly. A plain blue Igloo cooler like you take to a tailgate. And you'll never guess what was inside. It wasn't home-cooked food. It wasn't letters or keepsakes from prison. It wasn't even a stash of snacks or old beauty products. It was plants, Savannah said, still shaking her head. Actual potted plants. 3 of them. She looked me dead in the eye and said, "They've been through a lot. I need to get them in some sunlight." According to Savannah, Julie had spent the last several months obsessively caring for a makeshift prison garden made up of donated pots, makeshift planters crafted from commissary containers, and even a sprouting sweet potato she'd grown from scraps in the kitchen. She lovingly referred to them as her girls. Mom literally smuggled those plants out of there like they were newborn babies, Savannah said. She had them wrapped in towels, tucked in like they'd just come out of a hospital nursery. The wildest part, Julie didn't even want to go home right away. Her next request was to stop by a greenhouse on the way back. She had a whole list, Savannah explained. Fertilizer, soil, new pots, those little moisture sticks. I told her we could order online, and she was like, "Savannah, these girls have waited long enough. We're going now." So there they were, mother and daughter, just hours after a dramatic and emotionally complex release from federal custody, pushing a shopping cart full of succulents and orchid soil through a garden center while the world assumed they were holed up in some emotional reunion. I kept looking over at her like, "Are you okay?" And she just had this calm, zen look on her face, like she'd just come out of a yoga retreat, not prison. But it didn't stop there. Once home, Julie refused to go inside until the plants were safely set up on the back deck in their new containers. She wouldn't even take off her shoes until every plant had been repotted, watered, and talked to, Savannah said. She was whispering to them like, "You made it, baby. We're free." To Savannah, it was shocking, but also oddly inspiring. After everything she went through, all the noise and judgment and legal chaos, she chose that as her first priority. It was wild, but it was kind of beautiful. When asked what she thought it meant, Savannah grew quiet. I think those plants were like hope for her, a reminder that even when you're in a dark place, you can still grow something beautiful. She couldn't control anything in there, but she could care for those little green things. And now they're here, just like she is. The internet exploded with reactions. Some fans found it endearing. Others thought it was a calculated media move. But Savannah insisted that it was 100% real and 100% Julie. She's always been like that. Quiet strength. She doesn't break down in front of people. She channels everything into caregiving, whether it's her kids, her cooking, or apparently, her chlorophyll crew. Now Julie's plants have become mini celebrities in their own right. Savannah even gave them their own Instagram page, @JuliesJungle, which racked up 100K followers within a week. Each plant has a name. Laverne, a resilient pothos that reportedly survived a spill in the prison rec room. Gloria, a spiny aloe that once drooped for weeks but rebounded with fierce spirit. And Sue, the sweet potato vine who now climbs the patio railing like she owns the place. Julie has remained mostly quiet in the media since her release, but Savannah said fans shouldn't interpret her silence as weakness. She's not trying to be famous, Savannah said. She's trying to be whole. And if that wholeness starts with 3 plants and a trip to Home Depot, then that's where we begin, Savannah concluded, her voice soft with emotion. It wasn't the big emotional moment I pictured, but maybe it was the one we needed. The Chrisley story is far from over, but for now it begins again with dirt under Julie's nails, sun on her face, and 3 little green survivors by her side.